Looked like you got some new presents there today, homie.
I do. Well, I mean, I feel pretty present. Yeah.
You're usually pretty present.
Oh, are you talking about the cool stuff that you want me to talk about that you got for me to leave here so that it decorated our podcast room?
You are totally welcome to take any of it home.
I don't want to, though. It
because you can't have toys at your home.
Well, that also, but
all right. You were right. I was just like, look at all my shit. So for the listener who can't see us, we have a podcast room with a wall.
For the listener who can't see us, you're welcome.
He's probably got scoliosis in the eye.
Oh boy, that's not how scoliosis works.
Oh, okay. He's got stigmata in his eye. That's what I have.
He's probably got stigmata in his back if you think he's got scoliosis in his eye.
Back zoom. But I have a wall of everything that is important to me, like the Sandlot, Transformers, The Crow, our wonderful, wonderful drinks that my co-host had made us. He made me some root beers and stuff.
Yeah. I will say, out of all the things on the wall prior to today, I don't want to say the only thing, because obviously I'm a huge Back to the Future fan, but the thing that is very specifically from me is the gift of Ruby Red Squirt.
True. Yeah, that is actually a gift, because if this hadn't happened, I would still be oblivious to, because it'd been years since I'd had one.
I know you think ignorance is bliss, but man, once you try that, I don't want no ignorance anymore.
You hear that, Squirt? We're coming for you. We need that sponsorship.
Do you make IV bags of Ruby Red Squirt? I'd love to just pump that straight into my veins.
Oh, that ought to lock that up. All right, this is gonna be a good episode.
Sure.
All right, I'll get us some Squirt and play some music, and we'll get to town on this.
Part of me wants to do Glizzy. Just because so many people have been saying it around me lately. Like, why is that a thing?
Yep. So literally before you got here, Liv was here.
No.
And Jaden's showing her a picture, or he bought cookies or something, and on the thing it said the Lazy River. She goes, does that say the Glizzy River? I was like, oh, that is something totally else. I was like, no, that's that strip club down in the Mesa.
Can you imagine having a river of warm water just heating hot dogs as they travel around it, and you get to pick your hot dog?
Oh,
I think we've just committed to Glizzy. So that's the episode we're doing now.
All right. Strap in.
What about a Glizzy Lazy River?
A Glizzy. Oh my God.
So many hot dogs.
Do they hand out like nose protection?
Are they Hebrew National?
You like Hebrew Nationals?
I don't dislike Hebrew Nationals.
I don't like the way they cook up. Not my kind of Glizzy.
Maybe you're cooking them wrong.
Maybe I'm eating them wrong.
What are you doing?
Do you eat them with two hands?
Are you
or
like
one?
a Nathan? Like you're Nathan's person, or
I don't like Nathan.
what's your Glizzy of choice?
We're just getting right into Glizzy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We never get a chance to just jump into something.
We'll backtrack, but yeah, the best Glizzy I ever had was from a hot box in Tijuana. I don't know if
Wait,
it was.
You mean like street side cart?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that using that term,
I don't think that they're called hot boxes.
Loosely, it was a street side cart, and it was
because there was no street.
It was the best hot dog I've ever had.
Or because there wasn't really a cart.
I don't even know if it was really meat. It might have been a rat.
I mean, that's still meat.
It was good.
It's just not like one of the major ones that we normally eat.
It was good. And I didn't get sick or nothing. So I don't care if it was dog, fine. But a horse.
When they say hot dog, they mean it very literally.
So you're coming right out of the gates with Glizzy. So what do you got for Glizzy? Like,
I don't have anything for Glizzy. That's the beauty of this episode. I came in with nothing, except that people keep saying it around me. And I had never heard it until you said it in front of me for the first time.
I mean, you know what a Glizzy is, though, right?
I had never heard Glizzy before you said it to me.
Really?
Not one singular time had I ever heard the term Glizzy.
Don't they say it at the ball games?
No.
Yeah, doesn't that guy is all like, I got nuts, I got Glizzies.
I don't
and
think
a beer.
So. I've never heard anybody say that.
That's like a Tuesday night.
Are we still talking about baseball?
Yeah, baseball's part of it.
Oh boy.
All right. Let me get Glizzy slang on here.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a Glizzy slang origin? Oh, I might have to dig into that.
I feel like most of the people that have said it to me are like East Coast people, except for you.
I can't be East Coast?
You're not cool enough.
Dude, I'm straight
Yes, you are.
Middle Coast.
Oh, sure. I mean,
I'm not, I don't know. I can't swim.
how many years did you live in Illinois?
4.
You're not really straight Middle Coast.
Yeah, I'm West Coast. The term glizzy is believed to have originated from Glock, a small handgun. The term has since become a widely recognized slang term for Glocks, with its usage spreading beyond the hip-hop community to become a popular slang term among gun enthusiasts and social media users alike. Okay. Every time I've heard glizzy referred to, got nothing to do with guns. I mean,
one of them you enjoy putting in your mouth. The other one becomes some sort of terrible crime.
It might all be crime.
Sure.
Okay, so why do they call hot dogs glizzies?
Because they're about the size of a Glock.
Yeah.
I actually had heard that definition. I'm sorry. I guess I do know
You're
something
a
about
cheater.
this.
You're a dirty cheater.
I do know a little bit about this word. I don't know why you would hold a hot dog in the fashion that you would hold a handgun. We should start another podcast called Hot Dogs and Handguns.
Hot dogs and handguns? That sounds like the perfect.
It'll only be 6 episodes. Limited run engagement.
But what if we put one in the
I
chamber?
only know like 6.
One in the chamber. We need 7 episodes.
Sure.
Okay.
Although
can it be hosted by puppets?
Technically, like a 6-shooter doesn't have a 7th chamber, and a clip would have more than 7 bullets. But whatever.
That's a lot of glizzies. Well, I guess the one gun is a glizzy.
That would be entertaining though. So today we're going to do the Glock with the bacon wrapped Sonoran dog.
I still don't, even though I read the thing, I don't understand how you go from glizzy for a Glock handgun to a hot dog, which actually goes the naughty route.
Sure. Would you imagine that there's a possibility that said Glock or glizzy was used to rob a convenience store, but only for hot dogs because they were hungry? And so then the glizzy was used to acquire a product. And so they had to give that product also a slang term because the black market on hot dogs was fierce at the time.
Whoa. Are we allowed to say black market?
Yes.
You sure that's correct?
Yes.
So I feel like a horrible person because whenever I hear glizzy, I think of the bad version of it.
You want our new band name? Thin Glizzy.
I don't want to be part of Thin Glizzy.
Can't with that attitude.
I want the opposite. I want like girth glizzy. We don't want a thin glizzy.
Well, it depends. Like if you get those foot-long glizzies, those kind of need to be thin. That's a lot of meat if you get a girthy foot-long glizzy.
Girthy. Is girth a slang term?
I don't think so. I think it's just a word. Although I would bet that there is a separate slang word that's girth, but it's like G and then Earth, like the planet we live on.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's not,
we just made that up,
now.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Check. We got that in lock.
Glizzy on slang.net refers to a hot dog. First a slang term for gun, more specifically a Glock in the 2000s, but morphed into slang for a hot dog because of its similar shape. I don't know if anybody's seen a hot dog and a gun next to each other, but the shapes are not particularly similar. The term became a popular meme in the 2010s and then a TikTok trend in 2020.
So when we write our thesis about the youth getting dumber, we can use this as an example that they took a handgun and we're like, that's just like a hot dog.
His 2000 single, It's So Hard, big pun raps that he has a glizzy in the stizzy.
Stizzy is that's a stink pickle, right?
Oh. In 2020, TikTokers, mainly dudes, began posting different shots of people eating glizzies in public because they find it funny how people eat them and because of their phallic shape.
Well, I was going to bring that up. The first time I was ever aware of glizzy meaning that was what they weren't watching people eat them. They were like, a young female would be talking and they would throw it in her mouth, or they put it in people's pockets and they would discover they have a glizzy and you just got glizzy. Completely inappropriate, sexist, chauvinistic shit.
I don't know. I mean, if I found a hot dog in my pocket, I'd be all right.
Be a good day, right?
Yeah. I've had worse.
What if you find a 20 in one pocket and a glizzy in the other?
Now I can buy more glizzies.
It's a party. Then you can go buy some like ketchup. Wait, I bet you like mustard on yours.
If you had a glizzy that attracted somebody else to you, would it be a Rizzy glizzy?
A magnetic, how do you say magnetic glizzy? I can't make that fit in there.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yes, that would be the glizzy you have.
A Rizzy glizzy.
Sure.
A glizzy that keeps you occupied would be a busy glizzy.
He can go all night. What do you call a double glizzy? A glizzy. Because I mean, it's like.
What do you call a glizzy that gives you vertigo? A dizzy glizzy.
There you go. You didn't let me finish though. That the good glizzy.
What if somebody throws a hot dog in your Coke? It's a fizzy glizzy.
Fizzy glizzy. I almost got there.
What if you answer a question about hot dogs?
Answer a question?
Yeah.
Quizzy glizzy?
Yeah. Nice.
Hey. There's not too many Izzies that we can think of, right? Yeah, I think you hit most of them.
Yeah, I think so. But I enjoyed it.
What do you call a glistening glizzy?
I don't know.
Dildo.
Stupid. Oh man, that one can't make the cut.
What do you got against dildos? All right. I don't know if there's any other way to talk about glizzy. It either means the original gun, which I still think is dumb.
Do you think anybody ever held up a place using a hot dog in place of a gun?
Easily.
And that's
easily
where the word transferred?
I don't think that's why. I just think there's been people who hold up people with glizzy.
What's the movie where he goes, that's not a gun, that's your finger?
Oh.
You know it too. He's like,
do you remember it? Or are you just trying to?
No, I don't.
I can't remember.
I'm in the same spot you are right now because it came to my brain and then I was like,
I'm not going to be able to do the rest of the show until I figure this out.
Okay, so figure it out.
Is that Vacation? No. Yeah, it's when Chevy Chase, he holds up John Candy at what's the moose place that's supposed to be Disneyland?
Wally World?
Yeah, he holds him up with his finger in his pocket.
Oh, why would I have not remembered that? Out of all the movies that I would forget.
Is it Dodgeball?
No, it's Field of Dreams.
What?
Yeah.
No, okay. Okay, I haven't seen it. Or I saw it when I was young, I just don't remember it.
Okay.
There's a scene where a guy uses his finger to hold somebody up.
Yep. Actually, to kidnap them.
That doesn't sound like a very funny episode. It's funny as hell on Vacation.
Sure. It's not meant to. Well, it's meant to be a little funny because James Earl Jones is part of the scene. So him reacting the way he does to it is kind of hilarious.
James Earl Jones was in Field of Dreams?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, no. So James Earl Jones, to recap the movie you saw once a long time ago and somehow didn't break you down to the point where you have to watch it like once a year now. James Earl Jones plays
Darth Vader.
Yes.
Mufasa.
Also, yes.
There's not a lot of glizzies in Lion King, though.
No. He also plays the king of
beer?
No. The king of what's the country that Eddie Murphy's character's from in Coming to America?
Oh, I actually can't remember the name of it. All I can think of is McDowell's.
Yeah. I keep thinking of the word Fremunda. Which is appropriate for a glizzy episode. But the point is, so he plays a former author and also former like member of the sort of hippie movement in Berkeley in the 60s. Terrence Mann.
Okay.
And the voice tells Kevin Costner's character, Ray Cancella, Ray, Nigel's middle name, Cancella.
You need to tell the people who Nigel is.
He's our dog.
Oh.
He's our golden retriever.
I thought he was the little British, kid that you stole.
Well, I mean, we named our dog after that British kid.
Okay.
Anyway,
can I have some?
The voice tells Ray that he needs to find Terrence Mann for some reason.
Shit. Yes. Okay.
And so to heal his heart. Anyways, so then he goes and seeks out Terrence Mann, and Terrence Mann won't go with him. So he fakes having a gun by putting a finger in his pocket, and Terrence Mann immediately knows that he is crazy and it's not a gun, but his finger.
If he had used the glizzy, you think he'd have pulled it off?
Maybe. Well, cooked. Uncooked, it would have just gone floppy. Nobody likes a floppy glizzy.
Story of my life.
Are you allowed to call a corn dog a corn glizzy?
I kind of hope we can now. Corn glizzy? Band name?
Maybe. Did I tell you?
It's too close to porn glizzy.
No, I did tell you what I had, right? Didn't I tell you I had that Korean corn dog at the beer festival?
Korean corn dad?
Corn dog.
Oh.
Corn dad is like.
So it was literally a dog. A deep fried dog on
Maybe.
stick?
I don't know. But it was hot dog, cornbread, panko, or deep fried in panko, and then sweet chili sauce over the top.
You know what they call that?
Delicious is what I call it. I don't care what they call it.
Oh.
So, what are your either three favorite glizzies or three favorite places to get glizzies? We're still talking about hot dogs, just for the record.
Oh, shoot. So I'm going to say big black glizzy. The one that spins. Oh, no, you mean hot dogs. So, I don't know.
Let's make a giant hot dog and call it God Glizzy. God Glizza? God Glizza.
God Glizza. God Glizzy!
We're workshopping it. We'll get there.
All right. I don't know if I have a favorite glizzy, like hot dog. The best one I ever had was that from that magical dirt box in Tijuana.
You can't call Miguel that.
That guy was a master at his craft. That's all I know. Scary as shit, but
hey, the scarier, the better the food.
You know how bad I am about
because he could kill you, but he chose not to. He chose to give you a delicious hot dog instead. That's
but maybe
terrible.
he was trying to kill me.
Softly.
So you're in Tijuana eating what's supposed to be hot dogs from a from a vendor in a box on the street, right?
For those at home, the vendor's not in a box. The vendor is managing the box.
Could have been. It's like buying tacos from the back of a van.
Tiny man creeps up out of the box. Here's your glizzy.
But other than that, like, I've never had a ballpark glizzy. I've been waiting. But you never treat me to a ballpark glizzy.
Like glizzy's made by the company Ballpark or glizzy at a ballpark?
An actual one at a game. Because I heard even if they suck, it's just the environment and you don't care.
I mean, that's mostly true. I have had some shitty ballpark hot dogs, but you care less about it. I did have a ballpark hot dog that gave me food poisoning. God rest your soul, Riverfront Stadium.
That's the worst.
For the people of Cincinnati, I'm sorry that you ever had to deal with that.
What about you?
For the most part, yeah, like ballpark hot dogs are better than most.
Better than Oscar Mayer?
It's a low bar, but yes.
To me, they're the same. Oh, and I guess ballpark's a lot better. To me, it's just all chopped up rat anyways.
My list is actually going to remind me of The Simpsons, shockingly enough.
We haven't done a lot of that in season 2 yet, so have at it.
So The Simpsons took to mimicking Ben Scully from time to time.
Okay.
And his big thing always during Dodger games was, I don't know if he had the sponsorship or the Dodgers had the sponsorship. Either way, one of them had a sponsorship with Farmer John. It was always about Farmer John hot dogs. And so there was several Simpsons episodes where they used him to reference Farmer John hot dogs. But a Dodger dog, I don't want to say it's the best hot dog ever, but for a hot dog, if you're just doing hot dog and bun, it's hard to beat.
And that's what I like. You keep it just super simple. Like, I know you can go to like Chicago and they're known for like making those dogs with all the different stuff on it, which some of it looks phenomenal. But yeah, give me a bun with a hot dog. And if it's good, that's what I want.
Well, it's with anything, right? Like if you go to a pizza place, if they can't do a margarita pizza or pepperoni pizza, whatever, then what are we even doing here? Why am I going to try any of the other stuff they do? If I can't trust that your hot dog is going to be good without anything on it, I'm just going to stop getting your hot dog.
So I have a theory while we were talking about all the baseball stuff. And the glizzy came into play there It's one of our favorite things is when Will Ferrell does his impression of
Harry Carey.
Harry Carey. I could have sworn he referred to hot dogs as glizzy in one of his skits. Now, could that have been the thing that set this into play?
I mean, I guess, but I don't remember that happening. I'm not saying it didn't.
I'll look it up, see if we can find it. You'll probably find it.
All I know is he'd slather himself up in some brown mustard. He'd be delicious.
Do the voice.
I can't.
You can do the voice.
No.
We have an audience tonight.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, audience, say hello.
Hey, guys.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll put some echo on that. That's how it sounds like. Sounds like at least 6 people in here.
And a laugh track and some applause. That'd be nice. If you're a hot dog, would you eat yourself? I know I would. Slather myself up in some brown mustard. It'd be delicious.
You should have changed hot dog to glizzy.
Sorry.
Get it right. Whoosh. Whoopah.
Hi. If you could choose to be the best scientist in your field, or have mad cow disease, which would you choose?
Scientist, I think.
Oh, good. I was worried you were going to say mad cow disease. I worry about a lot of things. That's why my friends call me Whiskers.
So did you secretly pick glizzy to just smother me in baseball shit?
So my 3 are.
You already did 1, so now you need.
So my other 2 are.
I never even got to do 3.
You said you couldn't think of anything.
But that's just in general. That's like just my note, the one note for the day, right?
Sure. So my 3, Dodger dog, we already mentioned.
Okay.
Proper Dodger dog, because you can get Dodger dogs at Dodger Stadium where they don't go through the whole process. So the process is steamed in beer and then cooked on the flat top.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, so good. But not all the stands do that. Well, they might now. But for a long time, not all the stands did that. You had to go to specific stands to get your grilled Dodger dog.
Okay.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh, I forgot
It's
about
only from
Wiener
an-
Schnitzel.
If only because from an emotional standpoint, that was like what my dad and I did a lot.
Mhm.
So like on holidays celebrating him, I always go and try to stop my heart by having Wiener Schnitzel.
And I would say technically that's not. It depends on which one you go to because there are some they're not exactly the best.
When they're on, though, first of all, when they're on, their fries are the best fries in all of fast food. They do such good fries when they're right. But too many of them over oil and end up not being that great.
They need more pickle.
Right. Third, gross. Third was a hot dog I had at spring training at a Cubs game when they were still out at wherever the A's play now, before they got their new stadium.
Mhm.
But it was a hot dog with nacho cheese.
It's not your hot dog.
It was my hot dog, and I ate it. Nacho cheese, chili, shredded cheddar cheese,
Jesus.
jalapenos, and the piece de resistance, crumbled Fritos. It was the best.
Do they actually give you a defibrillator because a heart attack? It's waiting for you.
I mean, they should have.
So can we add Glizzy to the ABC connection? Or the AB connection? Maybe. The Astabal to Glizzy
I mean, I guess, but
to too many
ABC is easier to say than ABGC.
ABGC. That sounds biblical.
That's it.
Yeah, a little bit.
What Bible are you referring to?
So if Glizzy is for a wiener, is Vizzy for a vagina?
Probably not.
Could we make it?
Probably not.
Okay.
Mother
So I don't
God.
think we can do much more damage with Glizzy. Well, I mean, we probably could, but
I've done plenty of damage to plenty of glizzies in my time. We're still talking about hot dogs, right?
Yeah. Okay. And at least you didn't say I've had plenty of damage from plenty of Glizzies in my time.
Also, probably true. They're not always great for your stomach. I'm just saying.
Whoa. How far up do they go?
I'm still talking about hot dogs.
As am I.
Nobody believes that.
Nobody believes me about anything. So this has been a completely inappropriate episode.
So inappropriate. But so educational.
Inappropriate, right? Isn't probe something stupid?
Yeah. Inappropriate is.
God, I'd like to shove a glizzy in that.
I definitely have said inappropriate before. A lot.
You said it on this podcast.
Well, sometimes you say things that are inappropriate.
I think I had to cut it out.
You cut it out? Yeah.
Well, now I'm hungry.
For glizzies?
I kind of want to try that Dodger dog.
Well, they're probably not open right now. The season hasn't started yet, and it's like 8:14 in LA.
Couldn't you steam me up a wiener and cook it for me?
Could.
Would you steam me up a wiener and cook it for me?
I will not.
If I call it a glizzy, will you do it?
Sure.
Beer glizzy?
A fizzy glizzy?
A steamy glizzy? That's
a hizzy glizzy.
That's a stizzy? Because weren't stizzy something else. That's stigmatism, isn't it?
I don't think that's what that is. No.
Well, I better quit while I'm ahead, right?
Were you ever ahead?
Yeah, this is like that tortoise in the hare, my friend. Tortoise in the hare.
Which one are you in this story?
I don't know. I am faster.
Than what?
And you are built like a tortoise. But
what are you faster than?
Speeding bullet? Faster than a greased up glizzy.
Not the glizzies that I've seen.
Ew. That's sick.
Literally like a hot dog down the hallway.
Do not
travel so fast.
Do not click on that link. Coming to TikTok. Glizzy races. I said races, not racist.
Although glizzy races sounds a lot funnier. Just this terrible old white man.
That's a
pounding hot dogs and saying terrible shit.
Glizzy race. Oh. So how should we say goodbye? That'll work. That was nice. The more where it's me talking and you reflecting on the episode, I think works really well for us.
Those are the best ones.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Rizzy Glizzy.
He is Rizzy Glizzy. You still got a little bit glizzy on your beard.
Yeah. Saving it for later.
Yeah. I'm just jealous because I can't grow a beard yet. I'm hoping around 54, 55, that beard really kicks in.
It should. That's usually what it waits for.
Is it?
It's those mid-50s.
Nice. You got that to look forward to.
Yeah. I got this Benjamin Button thing going on, so I've already passed my mid-50s.
You do have that going on. Yeah. You're a handsome baby boy.
Oh, boy.
And this is Hang Out with Your Slang Out. Bye, gang.
Bye, gang. Please don't raise any glizzies around me.
You ever played glizzy sticks?
I haven't. No. Is that a thing that people play?
Not straight people.
Well, what kind of people then, Dan?
Crooked.
Come on.
Curved.
Just because they've got scoliosis doesn't mean they play weird games.
Ho. Don't get the scoliosis people after us.
I have scoliosis.
Holy scoliosis. I don't know if I can do this podcast anymore with you. You're an anti-scoliosis.
I'm an anti-scoliosis.
Yeah. You're scoliate.
Scoliate.
Yeah. That's like, isn't that like that's like a breath freshener?
I need you to back up. You're a writer. When you make up a fake word, I need the fake word to at least sound real.
Scoliate's not a real word?
No.
I will prove that to you right now. Scoliate. It's when you hate scoliosis. Scoliosis and hate. Man. It's like teaching children up in here. It's a word.
What's a word?
Scoliate.
Yeah, what does it mean?
It's not in English dictionaries, but it has been used. Affected by scoliosis. I'm a goddamn genius. I'm a friggin' doctor.
Okay. First of all, it's scoliated.
Well, that's the past tense. Did you ever even go to school?
Once you have scoliosis, you've been scoliated.
But when you hate scoliosis,
This has been fun. Let's never do this again.
I'm gonna have to cut so much shit.
So many things. We recorded 42 minutes. You'll get 12.